Hello everybody, this is nuzcraft, and welcome back to some Monster Hunter. In our last episode, let's see. In our last episode, I believe we gathered some herbs and a spider web. Let's take a look. That's level 1. Right, searching for items. This was our last episode. We gathered 2 herbs and a spider web, and today we're going to be combining items. Village Chief, you can combine items to make new ones. Start with the basics. Potion. You'll need a blue mushroom and... oh, what was the other one? I'll give you a hint. It's an herb. So we need to deliver 2 potions. Let's go for it. Alright, after we get through these 1-star quests, then we'll start looking into kind of upgrading our weapons, upgrading our armor, all that good stuff. Have our whetstones, ration, first aid med, don't need these. Go ahead and take our rations, get that stamina up. Alright. See, nothing crazy here. I didn't realize you could actually pull that up. Take him down. I kind of want to get a little bit of raw meat here as we go, just so that when it comes time to needing to get some steaks, some well-done steaks, that I've got something to get us there. Nope. There we go. Got the little baby one. Take him out. Couple raw meats. And we'll take out this big guy too. For some reason, I'm just having trouble with my spin attack. Alright, so now we're going to start looking for some herbs. Let's see. Sometimes there's some over here. Sometimes it's just like needleberries. I think we'll leave the dung alone. Take up extra time. You can actually gather bugs around here, like the fireflies are, but you need a bug net to do so. Alright, let's try here. Make sure the tree's out of the way. Is that one? Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 herbs. Finish off this spot. Alright, that's it. Looks like we can't go up this direction, so we gotta go into area 3. Guess we might as well collect these as we go. See what's here. Huskberry. Another huskberry. Alright. Got to get them huskberries. Alright, see if we can get some more raw meats. There we go. Sharpen our weapon. Notice the little sword icon up by my stamina is all blunt looking. We're gonna get this guy sharpened up. Alright. So I did that little jump attack. That's from pulling down on the stick. So I don't remember if I talked about this, but the control scheme for this game is really, really weird. Instead of attacking with like square or triangle or something like that, you actually attack with the right analog stick. And you move the camera around with the directional pad. Which means that in the middle of the battle, when you're like running around and trying to fight things, you actually don't have that much control over the camera. Which is where that press L1 to center comes into play, because you can center it right behind your guy, and then you don't have to worry about using the D-pad to actually move the camera around and fight as much. Baby's running away. Get you, little baby. Alright, let's get these carves. Pull up these flowers. Then we'll find the mushrooms. We actually found them in our last. We were looking for items there in the back over by those rocks. So here in Area 3, I think that's the only area to get mushrooms. Typically you can get some more from the area that branches off of 2. And at least one of the areas that branches here off of 3 is kind of like a little inland. I don't say inland. It's like a foresty, brush-covered area that has a couple mushroom spots, which makes sense. You know, they put the mushrooms kind of in the damper places. If you noticed when I was searching a little bit ago, here it says there's nothing else here. Nothing else here means there's literally nothing else there. There's no point in searching anymore. If it says nothing found, on the other hand, sometimes that means there's something still there. So usually if you hit nothing found, it's time to take a look again. Well, this is interesting. Got nitro shrooms. We didn't get any mushrooms, we're just looking at potions. get you, buddy. Yeah. So, I'm not actually sure where to get some more mushrooms. We're gonna have to go take a look. Maximum raw meat. Alright, there's no point in killing any one of these guys. So... there's no more mushrooms over here. Nothing here. Maybe I missed a mushroom spot. Oh, that's what it is. We're in the wrong quest. We're doing the raw meat one. Okay, let's go deliver this raw meat. And then we'll get back on our combined quest. Serves me right for not paying attention. But it was not all for naught. We actually got some raw meat, which is always good. A couple small monster bones, they're used for crafting. And we got a little bit of zenny, which is not so bad. So they get a good angle. Quest complete. Alright, it's got some crickets, monster bone, good stuff. $50 zenny, Z, ever. Save. Data successfully saved. Okay. Alright, so let's put our stuff away. Alright, let's go do the actual quest. Alright, combining items. Am I on the right quest? Quest info. Combining items. Alright. Okay. Village Elder. Item combination. You must learn to combine items. You won't last long if you don't master combination. Find an herb and a blue mushroom to create a potion. Search around the region in underbrush and in the shadows of trees. 50 minutes. Okay, combination. Alright, start, combine. There's a difficulty level of combinations. The higher the difficulty, the lower the success rate. It's something that we can minimize later on. Right. Let's get started. Map, rations, first aid med. Eat. Alright. So we're not going to bother with the Aptonoth this time. We're just going to look for herbs and mushrooms. As you can see, some new parts of our map has opened up. We can now go to 7, 8, and 9, as well as Area 6. So let's go exploring. Notice how the color on the map is a little bit darker green? It's because it's more of an underbrush-like area. See? Over here, we've got some mushrooms. I'm actually getting herbs right now, but we've got some mushrooms as well. We've got some nice little piggies here. We're gonna take them out, see if we can't get some goodies. This might actually fill us up on herbs. Which is not a bad thing. Infinite herbs, maybe? Nope. 8 of them. That's significant. Scatternut. Blue mushroom. There's something we were looking for. We'll probably do some gathering, and then at the end we'll do a combination. A set of combinations. Yeah. Squeal, little piggy. There we go, blue mushroom from the pig. More mushrooms. Oh, nope, it's the same gathering spot. Okay. Is this the same gathering spot? No. It's okay, yep, this is the same gathering spot. Okie dokie. So I don't think there's anything up here. This way, we've got a nice little abandoned campsite, a carcass. I wonder if there's anything here. Sometimes there'll be a spot where you can find some old hunter gear type of stuff, but that just might be in the new ones. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we can't go that direction. We can go here. Go towards 7. Oh, to here. Hello, sir. Can I speak to you? See if we can get a good picture. What's it? Yes. So this is a nice little guy. I don't remember what his name is. The old Wyverian or something like that. He kind of just gives you some items if you can find him in the map. And sometimes he'll he's got a prize and he wants to make an exchange. So he gave me the insect husk and then we exchanged it for a special mushroom. We got a potion. Got a whopper of a fish with some bait. Oh, it's all busy. Get away. Hello, sir. Nice guy. Some stuff we can gather in this area. Felvine. Felvine is really interesting in that it attracts, what did it say? Felvine. A Mayling's favorite. They can't resist its charm. So there's actually monsters in this game. They're like little cats. They're called Maylings. And they'll steal your stuff. But if you have Felvine on you, they'll just steal that. And you don't use it for anything else. So sometimes it's good to carry some Felvine. So back here, there's a little fishing spot. I think it's a fishing spot. Oh, I think this is like a... Yeah, it's like a bee's nest. Get some honey. So 17 is a nice little... or number 7 is a nice little gathering spot. We actually should be able to get... I didn't know we could get on there. For some reason I thought there was some mushrooms back here, but maybe not. Alright, so we got maximum herbs, which means it's time to do some combining. Let's stand here in the sun. Because it actually makes for a nice picture. It'll probably be the cover of this episode. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna do some combining. So the ones in white are the ones that we can combine, and right off the bat we know that we can make these two, herb and blue mushroom. Makes a potion. Looks like we have a 95% success rate. Make 2 of these. Now we'll see what else we can do. Needleberry plus herb doesn't work. Scatternut, blue mushroom, potion, honey. Okay. Needleberry and stuff doesn't work. Scatternut, no, the blue mushroom works. Herb and honey does not work. Scatternut, blue mushroom. That works. Mushroom, potion, mushroom and honey, I don't think works. But potion and honey, I know does work. It makes a mega potion. And we did this so that we can continue gathering these items. Wyverian's a pretty grumpy guy. Alright. Let us continue on to Area 9. Piggy. Alright. Area 9 is a really interesting area because it has this kind of long corridor. If you get stuck in here, like fighting a big monster, it can kind of get you like pinned, which is an interesting predicament to say the least. Got a nice fishing spot. Some carcasses. And nice little... It's not really a secret area, but it's a nice little alcove. Let's get some honey. Honey is really important. So potions are really important in this game because you end up losing a lot of health, and as you get further in, monsters hit harder, thus mega potions become more important, which you need honey for. there. I actually don't remember spending that much time in this area, just because it is so cramped. And if I remember correctly, a lot of times it's full of Meilings, those little cats that we talked about earlier that steal your stuff. It's usually a good idea to avoid those guys. Alright, so I think we have enough herbs. We have 10. Let's look at some more mushrooms. Because if we can go ahead and craft some more potions, then we can gather more herbs. Make this an ultra efficient quest. Besides the fact that we're not killing any Aptonoth for the raw meat. Alright, we definitely need most of these. Oops. Yep, see if a combination fails, you get garbage. Which is fairly useless. Gotta get them husk berries. Gotta get them husk berries. Hello. Alrighty. This way. Man. Stamina goes down fast. So, I remember what I was going to talk about. So, we combined herbs and blue mushrooms to give a potion. You can actually just eat an herb by itself if you need to for a little health boost. But combining it to make the potion is much better. Alright, we're going to see if we can grab some ivy up here. Oh, come on, I know something's there. Alright. Last area, area 6. Got some moss wine, and I think there was a trick I talked about at one point where the moss wine are sniffing the ground, there's some mushrooms there. Let's see if we can test that out. Because it didn't work last time. I guess I'm just gonna have to kill the moss wine. right, little piggy. Special mushrooms. Gotta get that zenny. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Got ourselves a couple of mushrooms. We're gonna climb up here and grab the spider web before we call it a day. If I remember correctly, spending time doing this sort of gathering in the early game can really help with some of the tediousness later, because like right now it's pretty easy. Like there's no hostile monsters around for us to have to deal with. So if we can get some of this stuff that just kind of takes time, then hopefully later on we won't have to grind for it. So like spider webs are used to make nets, which are then used to make traps, I think. And ivy, I think, is used to make bomb material, maybe. Could be wrong. But anyways, like, these are things that like later on you're not going to want to stop and pick up. Though you might be able to buy it from the store later on too. I'm not sure. Either way, we're doing okay. We got our stuff. We got our potions. And we are done. Let's jump for it. Let's go home. Let's go home. That camera is really bad when you jump off cliffs. Turn in our potions. There we go. I really like this guard attack. You can't move, but you can at least, like, attack. It doesn't take you into a combo, though. Which is kind of a big deal. Let's see what we got. Cricket. Worm. We got some more honey. Another Kutku scale. That scale might go towards some Kutku armor after we, kill a Kutku. We got 300 zenny. Oh, we got more. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gathering those mushrooms, that's a big deal. It's 190 zenny. Wonder what we can buy with that. If anything, it's very possible. The answer is nothing. Let's go take a look real quick, though. Alright, so this is... Alright, so we wanted to buy a new weapon. These are pretty expensive. We've got lances, heavy bowgun, light bowgun, great swords, hammers. What if we wanted to craft a weapon? create a weapon. We got swords, lances, sword and shields, some light bowguns, heavy bowguns, improved weapon, hunter's knife. 660. We get green sharpness and a not insignificant attack boost, like 50%. But I think what I want to try out one of these, like a lance, either the iron lance, superior guard ability, or the bone lance. I've never used a lance before, even in the newer games, besides just messing around with one. So I thought it might be kind of fun to go through and use the lance here, especially because it's supposed to be really good. But that'll be sometime in the future. Another day, as you might say. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was nuzcraft, and we'll see you again in the next one.